Hey, what does the Sharmanator think about reality being an illusion?
Is reality an illusion? Well, if you can only perceive part of the whole, but assume that it is the whole, then you are by default experiencing an illusion. When people say reality is subjective, they're basically saying that reality is individually created in the mind of the person experiencing it. So let me elaborate on that. The human filters the entirety of reality through 5 restricted senses. The eye has approximately 180 degrees of vision and can detect motion at about 24 to 30 frames per second. Even though we cannot see the entire light spectrum, that's still a lot of data. Whilst the eye is sending all of that data to the brain, the ears are sending audible data to the brain, as long as it's between 20 hertz and 20,000 hertz. That's a whole lot more data. The sense of touch is sensing temperature, air, and everything that contacts the skin, as well as your internal sensations. The tongue is sensing wet, dry, salty, sweet, sour, and bitter tastes, although we can't taste everything that the environment offers. Then there's the nose, sniffing out molecules at minute parts per million in the atmosphere, and we can't smell everything, but that's another boatload of data. Then there's the incessant mind chattering away constantly all day. Imagine being able to process and perceive 100% of all of that data, and then even worse, add in the 100% of data that we can't perceive, like infrared, ultrasound, smells at parts per billion. It's just not possible. We can only consciously be aware of about 4 to 7 things at the same time. So the billions of bits of data hitting our senses every millisecond of the day are condensed to just about 5 conscious things. For most of us, we will be focused and dictated by our instinct, our biology, and by our previous experiences, which tend to run an autopilot. And that's not a bad thing, because if it wasn't that way, then we'd have to think about everything as if it was new for the first time and have to make new decisions on it. So in conclusion, yes, reality is most certainly an individual illusion. But we do have the power to influence our experience and create whatever illusion we wish. Our attitudes and beliefs are the major contributors to the 4 to 7 things we're conscious of from the billions and billions of bits of data that we are perceiving all the time. You and I could be in the same place at exactly the same time, but our experience could be a universe apart. It's your illusion. Make it a pleasant one. That's what the Sharmanator thinks. Look forward to reading your comments.